titillate the juices. You know what? Woo! Right now. Woo!
Dr. Hughes invites followers. Oh, let's see if they increase now. Me too. Yeah, wow. Dr. Hughes.
Mock ass mock.
He's a great podcaster.
Trick ass mock.
Acknowledge me.
We coming for you, nigga. Fat! Yeah, Dr. Hughes, here we go. Keep plugging yourself, that's cool.
You fucking mark! First up, a man whose looks will serve your inner needs and desires.
Dr. Hughes.
That's right. Back again. Took a few days off. Watched some AEW, took some AEW notes. So you better get liking and subscribing and sharing and putting this all over the internet right now, because I'm here to explain some scripted fights, some drones in New Jersey, in Pennsylvania, and all over the world, apparently. What else we got to talk about? SmackDown tonight. Oh, man, we got a huge show for all you guys. What's up to you, Jeffrey Cross? What's up to the sleaze in the house who will be on 2 p.m. tomorrow, East Coast time? The pro wrestling expert panel with none other than, and the sleaze, King Reezy, Danny Damage, who knows who else? You never know who will show up. Maybe I'll have some wrestlers in sometime. You never know. And I won't even tell anybody about it. Just like WWE when they sneak a CM Punk in or something. We're going to talk about Drew McIntyre maybe tomorrow. I got so many notes, guy. So many notes, kid. What do you got to say, Jeffrey Cross? Drones right over my house last night. Yep, you're in that area. I don't know what to tell you. We'll speak on that towards the end of this. We're going to get into AEW Dynamite right now. Before, let's keep plugging yourself, dude. That's cool. That's what the Brooklyn Brawler told me anyway. That's in my intro song. That's the Brooklyn Brawler, by the way. If people don't know this, I went on a Periscope of his years back, and people were all like, Dr. Huge, oh, Dr. Huge is here. And he got mad at me as if it was me typing in the chat. Maybe you can't see. I don't know. So he just, he laid into me. But he was cool, though. Thank you, Brooklyn Brawler, for one of the greatest clips ever in the universe. Yep. You were there. It was what a time, what a time on that Periscope. If only they could have given people more money. I mean, good Lord. They took like 80%. But now we need watch time on YouTube. We need you to go buy this album over here. If you're into that kind of music, electronic music, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, you can find that everywhere, especially you people listening on SoundCloud and iTunes right now. Go check it out. Dr. HUGENSTEIN, the full name. Just like Frankenstein, it's really not that hard, guys. I don't know what to tell you. But this is the Dr. Huge Show. I am Dr. HUGENSTEIN, and we're going to talk about AEW Dynamite because I have notes. Like an analyst, professional expert, journalist. I mean, I'm more professional than some of these people out here. You've seen some of these people out here that are pro wrestling journalists. I'm way more professional than them. Just saying. Go look for yourself. They're doing some wild shit on there, some pro wrestling experts out there. But Mox and Pac happened. They took on Jay White and Orange Cassidy. And Orange Cassidy just ruined it for me immediately, right? It's not that I'm a hater or anything like that, but I'm getting settled into this AEW again. I'm like, all right, I got the notepad, got the popcorn ready. I watched the first three guys come out, Mox, Pac, and Jay White, and I'm like, okay, this is something. And then Orange Cassidy comes out because I'm not like really paying attention. I didn't realize he's aligned with those other good guys who were recently bad guys too, like Jay White and the Bullet Club, if they're still a thing. So Orange Cassidy comes out. I groan. Everybody's booing in my house. Everybody. All my animals booing. And then a match happened. I mean, I'm not here to review headlocks, everybody. It's fucking stupid. Christian and family were in the crowd. I like Christian. All right, don't boo Christian. Christian showed up with his, what do they even call those things? Where you keep your notes in this hard case. We're like from back in the day. Who even uses those anymore? That's nuts. It's all beat up. Of course, he's been smacking people with it over the head for weeks. And he's got a contract in there like Money in the Bank. I assume he's up there with me. They got him looming over the ring while Orange Cassidy and all them are getting laid out. And then he sends the family on its way, wherever, probably to the ring or something. Forget. Maybe to go get him some drinks and hot dogs, right? So Jay White, then in my notes it says anyway, this is from days ago, but you're going to hear it from here first. Because did anybody tell you that Jay White got kicked right in the prostate? It was pretty gross. Pac hauled off and kicked Jay White right in his prostate, and he like screamed, and it didn't seem like a work. Didn't seem like he was, playing around. Plus, Pac, when he went to go get him, pick him back up and all this, he was very gentle with him, and he was giving him some time, maybe to let that hard-ass kick he gave to his prostate arrest. So that happened. Hangman, can't read my own writing here. Hangman comes in, the fake cowboy guy. I do like this new look he's got going on. He looks like an 80s cowboy now. I'm not trusting the other cowboy guy. That was like the good cowboy guy, wherever he's from. It seemed very, very phony, like, yeah. Roadhouse Cowboy. Not the, who's the wrestler that was in Roadhouse? Harley Race. Not Harley Race. Terry Funk. He was in Roadhouse. Not him. Not that kind of tough guy. He was one of the background guys that would get, like, spin kicked by Patrick Swayze. One of the GOAT actors of my time, anyway. Ghost. I mean, come on. Right? Right up there with Friday the 13th. Right, Sleaze? Today is Moxley the 13th. Yeah. Where's Moxley the 13th here? He's in here somewhere. And for the listening audience, he really should be in here. Here he is. Got so many clips now. There he is, without the mask. He's so scary. That, I like that promo. That unhinged crazy man promo he did. He doesn't have to make sense. He's supposed to be just ultra violent, right? That's pretty much the gimmick. People have all kinds of criticisms of AEW. I get it. We all get it. But like, it's sometimes the nitpicking goes a little overboard. We could nitpick anything anywhere. It's ridiculousness, most of this pro wrestling stuff, right? So I can't be upset with him on that promo. He was grabbing at his crotch towards the end. I don't know. Maybe he was starting to get aroused because he's on camera or something. Some people are like that. I'm the opposite. Like right now, my whole wang is like in my abdomen because I don't necessarily like being on camera. He may like it, and then it blows up into a balloon like a, one of them clowns with the skinny balloons there that they blow up. I don't even know what you call those things. Maybe he had one of those in his pants and he was trying to impress everybody. Maybe all of the above. So Hangman wouldn't let Mox kick him out of the ring. Oh, that also happened in my notes. That's what that just said. Like in a shoot way. So Hangman is getting stomped out on the side of the ring, when they're hanging like upside down, kind of like laying on their back and holding on to the ropes. And you could tell Mox is like, all right, fuck off, get out of here, go on the outside. And Hangman wouldn't. So Mox turned around and literally like gave like a what the fuck, like get out there. What are you doing? So I thought that was funny. And like I said, maybe they need him. And I thought my first reaction was like, is he really trying to get more camera time? What is that? It was just weird. You know you're getting kicked out. He was probably going, get out of here. And then he wouldn't. He wanted to lay on his back for some reason on cam. So that was weird. Not a huge Hangman Page fan. I want to call him Ethan Page all the time because I'm more of an NXT guy than an AEW guy. But all right, Hangman Page, get out of the ring next time, or else John Moxley the 13th over here. Where is he? Moxley 13th. He's gonna come and hit you over the head with an axe or something. You know, put you in a sleeping bag and slam you up against some trees, machete you. You know, he's been known to machete some teenagers in camps. So stop fucking around, because we all know you're not a real cowboy. This is a real Jason Voorhees right here. Yep. Still more notes on this match. How could this happen? Oh, because Hook then, now that the family's gone, Hook shows up, punches through the glass with his cast, gets in to go attack Christian. And I'm a peep, and I'm not a fan of Hook. And Hook tried to murder Christian on live television. Thank God Christian is a superior wrestler and gave him an elbow right to the face, managed to turn the tables or get away or do whatever. But yes, Hook, Taz, what are you, raising a manslaughter guy? You know, a murderer in Hook? Because I'm looking the way he does, I'm guessing he probably shouldn't go to prison anytime soon. You understand what I'm saying? I think The Undertaker does. That's right. You'd be hearing a lot of that in prison. So that would suck. And I think that does it. Who won the match? Mox and Pac, obviously. That's who won it. Let's give it a star rating here. I'm going to give it 3 because I barely paid attention. There you go. 3 stars. Claudio versus Ospreay then began. Oh, this is going to be a very thorough AEW, at least for the first hour, 15 minutes. Because around then I started like snacking and doing other stuff and not paying attention at all. So I think I caught the ending, though. You will hear about that. And there is a real big surprise if you haven't watched any of this. That's going to happen at the end. You're going to be so surprised. So Claudio versus Ospreay happens. It was a wrestling match, as you may expect. And then it was better than that Brody King one the week before. I thought that was going to be a banger. 2 big guys, slapping big meat on each other and all this stuff. And really none of that happened. They didn't really slap big meat on each other. But this match was better. 3.75 stars. I'll give it. Because why not? I can give it whatever stars I want. Doesn't matter. I could, you know what? Let's give it 5 stars. Boom, 5 stars. Let's make this more interesting. Don't forget to share, like, and all that shit. Because we're going to be talking about a lot of 5-star matches here. Like this one. And the one thing I don't like about it, all right, 4.75 stars, is because at the end of this match, just like many matches I've noticed in just 2 weeks of watching AEW, how come you have a wrestling match for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, right? One guy at the end, let's call him Will Ospreay in this example, right? He's getting the shit kicked out of him. Dumped on his head, European uppercut, all this stuff. Over and over and over. And then boom, he wins the match. As if like all those moves, literally knocked unconscious. He's out on his feet. Oh, no, I'm not. Boom. Done. That's happened already. Like that happened last week with a different match. And come on, like what is that? That's all I want to know from you guys. Anybody know? Because I don't know. What the fuck was that? I've only seen that in UFC once in like the past 30 years. Because I watch old UFC from the 90s too, of course. That was what I started out with. But nobody ever comes back like that. Dumped on your head, 2, 3 times. You're like, ooh, seeing stars. Nope, you win the match. Okay. If that's how you want to do it, I guess. So, they're playing that whole little Sudoku game or whatever that like Japanese board game thing is with these points and numbers and squares all over the place. I must be dyslexic or something because there's not a whole lot going on that screen when they show you that thing. But I feel like I'm like, what is this? I'm looking at like alien technology here when they put that board up and they're like, yeah, and this is how many. And I understand that. Look, I just stare at the points at the end. I'm like, okay, but what is all that? The rest of that stuff? You could really make it. Just put it in brackets or. If you want to do the point thing, definitely don't do it where it looks like a fucking sampler machine. It's weird. And I can't follow it very easily. So. And I know your fans can't be as bright as me, right? A pro wrestling expert genius. So look into that, Tony Khan. Here's something we can look into with Tony Khan. I have a video of him. Well, first, I have a drone alien video queued up, but we can change that for the moment. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I found this to be funny, disturbing, whatever you want to call it. Can I make that? Let's make that bigger if we can. Can my producer over here make that bigger? He said yes. All right, so what's happening here is this woman, girl, whoever, is going to give Tony Khan a sign to autograph, and it happens to be a Ricky Starks sign. So she's in real life trolling. So let's play the clip.
I can't, you know what?
I can't, you know what? He doesn't wanna. You can tell he's like, really? And he started out so nice looking, right? He's doing the corporate smile. He's got the corporate family behind him. Thank you. Oh, hi. He does the big fake female like greeting that they do to each other and many others, which is fine. You're in business to please the fans. You're in the like almost like a hospitality business when you're at the arena at the show with the people that are paying for your merch and your hair curlers and stuff.
This is my first AEW show.
First AEW show, and I want to troll you.
I can't, you know what?
You gotta do it. Flip it around, back up, flip it, rub it down.
She was calling you bluff. She said, "I think he will sign it."
And you know what? He signs it, and that's now historical memorabilia, folks. Historical. Wow, that thing's probably worth what, $3 million now on eBay. So congratulations, lady. I'm not that type of guy that trolls in person. I don't troll online either. The whole trolling thing is for teenagers. It's for phony phone callers and things. Which we should probably get back into that phony phone call business because There are some people I really need to phone call. Maybe with some wrestling AI, or find some people that are good with impressions, because we all know I'm not. I can't even do a Vince McMahon, and everybody can do a Vince McMahon. So I'm not even going to try it right now. I'll hurt my voice. I won't be able to do the rest of this broadcast for the millions. So what else we have here? I'm still on Claudio. Osprey 1. Yep. Darby shows up. You know, Darby's going to go climb the Himalayas. He's going to be a player from the Himalayas or something. And before that, though, he really wants this belt, and he wants to fight Claudio. Doesn't like him right now for whatever reason. Wearing the pink jacket all the time, punching himself in promos, making himself bleed. Again, people are criticizing this online, saying it's like one of the worst things ever and all this stuff. It's not that bad. Darby Allin is not as bad as Adam Cole right now in the Kyle O'Reilly MJF situation. That's when I stopped watching, basically, and went and got food and did anything else. Because, I mean, when the Bay comes out and the music hits, I'm out. Kyle O'Reilly, I'm with Bischoff. It's not for me, I guess. I don't know if it's for anybody else either. But he says he looks like the Taco Bell mop-up guy. That was Bischoff words, not mine. So, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Yep, so Mox is acting crazy backstage. We talked about that. Turns into a fatal four-way, into a pay-per-view, or whatever. A fatal four-way is coming. That's what Mox said. Get ready for that. Renee then is backstage chatting it up with the new Ricochet. The new one. Where's the new one? Here he is. Now that he's left WWE, he's told all the fans to go fuck themselves. He's told his wife or girlfriend or whatever. He's told the fans to go fuck themselves. Fine. Many of the fans should go fuck themselves. So I'm with that. He's a bad guy now, apparently. He wants to join the Hurt Syndicate. He's getting calls from MVP, letting everybody know about it. He's now talking with no more plurals. So he be doing, you know what I mean? So now he's from the streets. He's toughened up. And I believe he won his match when it happened later that evening versus Brody King. Yeah. I don't know that for certain, but why would they have Brody King winning this at this point in this spot with this little storyline of the new Ricochet who doesn't say S's or, he doesn't speak in a plural form anymore, folks, is what I'm trying to say. He is now a street thug that dresses in suits, hanging with them, but he's going to be more gangster than the rest, because we all know Lashley ain't gangster. We all know Shelton Benjamin definitely ain't gangster. MVP's kind of gangster. And now we have the most gangster right here in Ricochet. So watch out, everybody. He's going to be like John Morant out here, I'm sure. He's going to be just driving into the AEW arena, just shooting pistols out of his car and stuff, cranking trap music. Watch. It's probably going to happen. It's leading there. Slippery slope. He'll be drinking scissor. Then he'll be trying to do all his flips and he'll be all slow. So watch out. Watch for that. Then MJF shows up. Then Matt Cardona shows up with Renee. Renee's like very busy in this episode. And he's all talking about Jericho and the learning tree and they're this and they're that. And he wants that ROH belt from the Nueve, right? Is that the Nueve or Nuevo? I don't know. So that happened. There's not much. A lot of this we're going to bring up tomorrow and go way more in depth into certain topics here in your wrestling, because that's for more experts. This is more to inform and to goof on here. And then, then we're right at the end. I mean, it just like boom, 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 because I was doing other stuff. And then Mariah May, she beat up her friend again, or ex-friend, the one with that crazy ass Asian name. And then she's done. And then Mariah May the next day is like, hey, have fun modeling again or whatever. Good, like, see ya. So I guess that's what she's going to go off and do. Mariah May still the champ. Thunder Rosa, who was also on the Dr. Huge show back in the day, was in the crowd hating on Mariah May. She's back on the Dynamite. I heard she was on Collision because she's all pissed off that nobody even knew she was on Collision. And to be honest, I didn't know either, but I don't know much about AEW. I mean, I do now. But I found out she was on Collision and was like, oh, well, I heard that show hasn't been doing very well in comparison with the other shows. I mean, Rampage is an hour, and I don't even remember that that's on. I'll at least remember Collision's on a Saturday night if I'm home sometimes. So shout out to Thunder Rosa. Maybe we'll get her back on someday. We got so many questions since the last time. I believe it was like 5 years ago when we talked to her. She wasn't even in AEW. So shout out to Thunder Rosa. I'll send you some tacos or something. Well, let's get this deal done. Let's put it in ink. The millions will love it. And then at the very, very end, guess who comes out? Toni Storm comes back.
Yeet!
But not as timeless Toni Storm. Because she retired, get it?
Yeet!
She's the one that retired. But this time, she's coming back old school, rocking the hat like Dr. Huge, rocking glasses like Dr. Huge. She's stealing my whole gimmick, basically, again. So, hello, Toni Storm. Stop making funny faces. It's not that funny. What are you, with Three Stooges or something?
Yeet!
Stop it. Nobody likes your funny faces. Maybe they do. They do like this too.
What do we want to talk about?
So, yeah, the timeless Toni Storm, those funny faces.
It's the shits.
It's the shits, bro. It was cool for what it was. I like the goofy over-the-top gimmicks. She was champion for quite some time. It did turn into the whole storyline with Mariah May. But now she's back into the baseball cap and all this. Is it going to work this time around as much? Will she go back to timeless at some point? Black and white things. Maybe I can be her butler this time. That's who that guy was, right? He was some weird, old school Hollywood Diddy type that was hanging around her. That's the vibe I was getting, okay? I don't know much about this again, but he gave me the Harvey Weinsteins. Just like Jericho with his Jericho Protection Agency. What was that guy's name? That's old school Jericho for you folks. Classic Jericho. The guy with the big chubby guy with the cutoff shirt there, so you could see the whole belly.
He's fat!
Yep. It was awesome. So then, yeah, I just totally skipped all that Adam Cole stuff because whatever. Go watch it on your own time. Now we got some news in notes. Let's just talk about it right now. We got to. The drones. The situation with these drones. Where's my vids? Don't tell me I got rid of it. That's all right. There it is. And then we do this. One moment, everybody. I'm clicking buttons, and we're going to watch a video, and we're going to talk about the drones all over the place that are over Jeffrey Cross's house. You know, what are you storing in that house, Jeffrey Cross? That you got aliens right above you, checking out everything you're doing. All right, there it is. There it is. And we're going to make it bigger even. Yup. Bigger like that. Yep. So these drones, I've been hearing about them now for a while. It's been like a month. What's weird about it is you're not hearing like the natural noise that you would hear online as you would with other just situations. And most everything is fake, at least in my opinion, expert analyst opinion again. But I'm not like this huge UFO, UAP, drone, whatever guy. But I look at things through a different lens than most people. And these drone, I've been hearing, there's so many people faking stuff and trying to grow accounts and get money in nefarious manners by just like being idiots. And it muddies all the water. It screws everything up. But in short, long story short, I think this is us. This is just the drones and all this. And it's just the black projects that we have. You know, all those billions and trillions of dollars that like go missing all the time and aren't accounted for. It's probably going into stuff like this. And it's off the books. It's separate from the main. Of course, our main government would know what the fuck's going on. They're a bunch of idiots, right? Like then that's the thing. You can just go, well, they're inept and they don't know anything like about all kinds of different things. But with this, it's like you really think that they know about the real government that's controlling things, like the outside sources that actually control us. They don't know nothing about that. They're middle management. That's all they are. That's why they're walking around going, they're not telling us anything. They're not telling us anything. And we got to tell you guys. And it's like, all right. Yeah, because they're over your house too. And you're like, what the hell? What is going on? So it's probably, like I said, the Men in Black type shit projects they got going on. And I'm open to there being extraterrestrials, not from outer space, mind you. That word extraterrestrial means more terrain, more land, maybe in the water. So think about that. But it also reminded me of this video from like 10 or 11 years ago in Germany. Some guy supposedly taking a video of two beings outside a UFO, and then the thing takes off. And it's, you know, of course, you can just look right at the comments and it's like fake, not real, fake. Nobody actually gives proof. You know, that's the stuff that I want. I want to give me some kind of evidence. Why then? Yeah, you know, you just can't go, well, that's fake. Moving on. And then apparently it has been looked at by some people and they didn't come to a conclusion on this video, like video analysts themselves that go in through the computer software and check different layers and heat signatures and this and that. So this video isn't so crazy right now because there was a video of a woman online recently with the drone stuff that kept showing her phone through, I'm having a brain fart right now. Probably I should just have another drink, right? It's a good idea.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
Telescope. Putting her phone up to a telescope over like a building in one of the cities around the East Coast. And it looked like that. If those holes there lit up, it's like your typical UFO looking craft with like holes or just circles around it, where if it lit up, that's what that looks like in the video I saw. And it would be hard to fake taking a cell phone video and then putting it through the telescope there and back and forth. Not saying it's impossible, of course, but is everybody faking every video? Really? But this is from, like 11 years ago. Hold on, let's play it. You tell me what you think. So you got the one there. You can see there's one over here too. It might have already disappeared. They're like floating to the ground. Yep, there he goes. And watch this. And if somebody did this with computer, then bravo. It looks real enough. Come on. And you just hear a kid screaming. And there it is, supposedly. And there you have it. Gives a wave. I mean, could easily be fake. It is fuzzy as hell. But then there are parts of it, like it does, the light from the craft does bounce off the trees. Unless it's just really good detail. There he goes. He's dipping into the craft. So for all the people on iTunes and all the rest, that's what we're watching. We're watching a UFO then buzz up and take off into the sky, do something up in the air, like just basically sit there for a while and then, warp out. Look at that.
This video is sponsored by Key.
We don't want to hear about the Nazis. No, thank you. Not right now. Not right now, please. So there you have it. That, you tell me, right? Maybe we can stick some wrestlers on that spaceship and they can take off with them. Study them. Study their maneuvers. Nia Jax or something. She can show them all about the leg drops. So it's a funny situation over there in New Jersey. It's funny that all the, like I said, the middle management are all like, oh, we're all upset too. And we don't know. We know nothing. And it's, come on, guys. Come on. And what it just, look at the timing. Look at what's coming up soon. Not Christmas, not the New Year's. Trump's getting back in. So I find the timing of all this to be highly suspect. And that's it. That's my take on that. So watch out for the boogeymen hanging over your houses. Because I've seen a million different pictures. And of course, the news is only showing like two. They show that one that looks like an airplane. But all the rest I've seen online don't look like airplanes. They look like science fiction movie stuff. So anyway, back to the wrestling. In the wrestling news, things that are upsetting me lately. I found out that Logan Paul is most likely coming back to the WWE and probably before WrestleMania. And then I saw a story today where it said that he was retiring from wrestling. I got a kid, bro. I got people to scam and all this stuff. So he's probably coming back then. So that sucks. And
it's the shits.
It's the shits. It's the worst thing in the world. Not like he's the worst wrestler in the world, but aren't there any other celebrities other than Logan Paul that want to be in wrestling. I'll even take Bad Bunny over it. And Bad Bunny's out here wearing dresses and shit. And I'll take it over. At least he ain't scamming people. You know? You want to go wear dresses, go wear dresses. But at least from what I know, he's not out here scamming people and being a complete douche. Even after the Mike Tyson, he just can't make himself be a cool guy. Like, even he's got his own podcast, all these yes men type people, and he can't even be cool on that. And what's cool, right? For people that, for all the kids that they just hear the word, they don't understand what cool is. Cool is not getting too hot, not getting too cold. If a situation happens, you can keep your wits about you and keep it cool and be like Michael Jordan, be like Tom Brady, you know, and that type of example. Be like Roman Reigns. Heck, why not even a Roman Reigns? That perform at a high level when they know millions of people are watching and it means something. That's cool. It's not eating an apple and spitting in people's faces. That's not cool. All right. Logan Paul is the antithesis of what cool is. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he can't keep it cool. Mike Tyson's in the ring with him after the Jake Paul fight there. That debacle, disaster, that fucking scripted match that they tried to make seem real. See, that's the problem. WWE isn't going, this is real, and like really pumping that out there to the people and getting upset, you know, if people think that it's not. They've just fooled everybody. Half the people out here thought this was going to be a real event. And then when it happened, and they're all huggy in the ring, and they're like, yep, we got everybody's money now. Logan Paul is, when Mike Tyson's like, maybe I'll fight his brother next, and Logan Paul's like, oh, fuck you up, Mike. Not cool. You're not cool. You'll never be cool. You're a scam artist. You're a douche. You know, that's all these people that are influencers and making their way up to the top of the food chain, entertainment. Guess what? They're all Hawk-Tuah. Even the Hawk-Tuah girl, they all did some kind of Hawk-Tuah something. Maybe they got Hawk-Tuah in their butt cheeks. Something happened with all that. Because it doesn't take scary talent to do what they're doing. This is a performance again. This is Labalco. This is, you know, the whole, that, like what's going on with the NBA and stuff. Everything's becoming WWE. Football, sports, obviously. Everything is fake. The podcasts are fake. Have you seen some of these podcasts? They try to look like they're Dr. Huge or something. Like they actually have a room with toys in it and shit. They'll like make it up, and then they like sell ads and they do all this stuff, and they get all the numbers, right? And they blow up overnight, like a Patrick Bet-David. I'll speak his name too. He's like one of these people. It's like pays for views out the gate, gets a huge channel going, and then it's just like, is nobody else seeing this? We're just gonna buy into he's one of the best. Okay, like no, this whole thing sucks. We need to take the entertainment business down, minus WWE and pro wrestling. They're actually doing a good job. Because again, we know it's rigged. We get it. It's entertainment. I want to be entertained by this stuff. And you're doing a heck of a job of it, WWE. But all these other motherfuckers, now that gambling's legal and everything else, wow, they are really sticking it up our asses. They're giving it to us really good now. And everybody's still buying into it. So we're going full idiocracy. That's why I don't mind talking about the pro wrestling. Pro wrestling's realer than most of the shit going on. With all the behind the scenes stuff, the fighting, the business of it, all the rest. You know, the working each other, the politicking. You know, the politics don't go away. They can say all the right things. people backstage, I'm sure it's human nature, especially when they're trying to be the best of the best of something that they're trying to do. There's a lot of psychos in there, and they're going to push their way to the top and bury others if they can. Yep. It is because of the gambling, coach. That's 100%. That's most of the reason. Not 100%. Most of the reason, especially with sports, why the sports has gone to shit. It's all just become a scoring fest. It's nonsense. No, they in basketball anyway, they all carry, they all travel, and they all chuck threes. The Celtics the other night, this is the world champions. My world champion Boston Celtics. I'm watching the game last week. They went 18 for 58 from three. Wow.
That's the shits.
58 3-pointers. Fucking shameful. What did they do to that game? That game is like, it's ridiculous now. And everybody just shoots the three. Stinks. And of course, with football, just look at the Chiefs this year. Look at it. Go watch every single game. How can they have every game be like down to the wire and they win it? Are they really just that bad at being good or that good at being bad? I don't understand. But somehow, some way, the stars align and Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce there, Travis Swift, get another win week after week, just by a little bit, though. You know, we don't want to get crazy with these spreads and everything. Yep. So cut it out. Get out of my life, Logan Paul. And while you're at it, get out of my life, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Because Kevin Owens is taking on Karen Owens, rather. I think I have a Karen Owens around here. He's taking on Cody Rhodes at the Saturday night main event. There he is. He's all mad. He's all pissed. Going full Karen Owens here. Before I came on, Cody Rhodes put up on X a picture, an AI picture. They're all using AI pictures. Guess what? I'm going to do it too. I've been using AI pictures for a while, just not with the wrestling stuff. Expect more of that. It will be better than yours. Mark my words. Than your interns, basically, because they're not doing it. So Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes are going to face off tonight. And that's happening to get ready for tomorrow. And a lot of people online, they really want Kevin Owens to win this. I understand that. It's time to take the strap off Cody. With Raw coming to Netflix, though, you think that's what's best for business? Especially with all their talk about we're not going to be edgier. If they were going to get edgier, you would want to do it with this guy. Not keep Cody Rhodes as the champ. And so if you're asking me if you want to put the house on Cody Rhodes tomorrow, go ahead. Dr. Huge told you to do it. Do everything that Dr. Huge says with all your finances. I'm sure it will work out.
No beats.
So what else is happening here? Yep, I want Karen Owens to go to AEW. Don't care about that anymore. Again, you get out of my life. Sami Zayn, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, all out of my life. Will John Cena beat the record, you think, folks? What do you think? Tell me at DrHUGEshow on X. Tell me all over the internet. Because John Cena is possibly going to beat Ric Flair's championship record. I expect it to happen. I would do it at SummerSlam. Get that year building up for old John Cena there. And then he can lose it by Survivor Series and then finish out the year. Because obviously he can't win it too late in the year. It's his final year. It's his go-away tour or whatever. And give it to him right in the middle. That's what I would do. It's what an expert would do. Hot take? No? You don't want to do that? They're all saying no out here. Look, no. So don't let him beat Ric Flair. So I get the older crowd is going to want Ric Flair to be their GOAT forever, but you got to understand with how the generations are working in and out right now. John Cena is pretty much the kid's Ric Flair right now. He's been around forever. So if you're like 30 years old, he's Ric Flair. And it's about business and making money. And they're going to be able to make more money with John Cena as the most belts ever guy than Ric Flair even. So how about that hot take? I think I explained it nicely. So up next, what do we have? Charlotte and Becky are supposed to return. Yay.
Yeet.
With Charlotte.
No yeet.
No yeet with Becky. Becky's good in the ring. She does have good. It's the same thing as Sasha Banks to me. Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks, they both annoy me. I just like don't care. They got them little girlish bodies that I can't believe that they're beating up people. You know, just like Pizza Cat there. What's her name? Shotzi Blackheart. Shotzi Botchheart. That's my nickname for her. So Shotzi Botchheart, Becky Lynch. I'll let it slide with Dakota Kai because I think she's a good worker too. But she's got a girl body. And they're all going to get hurt again sometime soon. And then but Becky Lynch just puts it on like she's the man. She's going to kick everybody's ass and all this stuff. She's going to dope slap John Cena when he comes back again, I'm sure. And it's just like, but you're like 100 pounds, you know? And we all know you're a mom. It's like everybody talks about it. So it's weird. So Charlotte, on the other hand, has her real Latino heat. Not a fake one like Dominic Mysterio, Dirty Dom. She's got a real one in Andrade. And she's not a mom, so she's ready to go whip a bitch's ass. You know? That's how I see it. And hopefully she's the one that took out Jade Cargill, because there's a lot of Jades, a lot of bronze lately. And, get well soon. I sent you a couple cards to your hospital bed. I hope you got them. And Charlotte is going to beat you at WrestleMania. That's how I would book it again as an expert radio journalist. But, maybe they can do whatever they want, right? Triple H can do whatever he wants with all that Vince McMahon money. All that Stephanie McMahon money. What else do we have here? The Winged Eagle belt is coming back. Whoa. Everybody's so excited, It's funny how they make like every little thing a huge deal. Back in the day, they would just bring you would just walk out with the belt. You wouldn't have to do a whole TikTok preview like, oh, and then we're bringing back the belt. I would have liked it better in that little preview that they did where Cody Rhodes is sitting there with Triple H. And he's like, yeah, look at here. You're going to have to wear this or change it up. And he opens up the case and he gets slimed like Seth Rollins several years back. That would have been way better for business. Slime right in his face. And then Triple H could be like, gotcha. No, here's the belt. You'll be wearing this one. Because we all know what they're talking about. Why even be mysterious about it and try to do a whole, Quentin Tarantino on us? The glowing light out of the briefcase there. You've seen it before. You've done it before. Even WWE's done it before. So, yep. Talked about the drones. How about this non-wrestling take right here? This new game, Marvel Rivals. I like Marvel. I like comics, right? I have a comic. Nice little comic collection. Ladies, if you're listening. And this game. So I downloaded it. It's free to play. And I'm like, please be good. And guess what?
It's the shits.
It's not good. Not for me anyway. Way too childish. It's like Fortnite mixed with other stuff. I'm going to keep it around. I'm not going to uninstall it right away. I played a couple games, but yeah, I mean,
it's the shits.
Yeah, it's definitely not for me. I'm thinking. All these games these days, man. The Maddens of the world. Why does everything suck? It takes up so much more storage space and like PC power, but like the graphics are worse. and the gameplays were. How did they do that? The video game industry is really bad right now, and there's not a whole lot to like speak of as like good stuff to play. And then anything you do play, anything I like to play anyway, is somewhat competitive. And it's like you have to like dedicate your life to one of these games to want to play. I want to play like a bunch of games, you know, but you can't, because then you're in here with all these experts. You know, they got like one game on lock. They've been playing it for like 7 years straight. And I'm supposed to pick it up and go, oh, I like this game. And this Marvel game like came out this weekend. People are already doing full 3-hour like tutorials on it online. I'm like, how do you know all this? So, how do I know all this though? Right? Same, I guess. If you dedicate your life to something, become a hardcore analyst of it, you'll know these things, right? So shout out to you, Marvel Rivals. Maybe I'll stop being a noob and actually like the game. Tessa Blanchard is coming back to TNA. That's the word anyway. So once again, her and Pizza Cat, you know what they can do together, right? I know some of you know. Some of you don't. I'll give you a hint. All right. Anyway, what's on SmackDown tonight? Mia Yim versus Tiffy Time, U.S. title tourney. Another match, Bayley versus Chelsea, U.S. title tourney. And then Mello gets a mystery opponent. Spoiler alert. If you don't want to know who his opponent is, this is a spoiler coming up. I'll give you one more second. It's Braun Strowman. Not Braun Breaker, not Bronson Reed. Braun Strowman, the monster amongst the monsters. The most monstery monster that ever monstered in Monsterland. He's going to be taking him on as the mystery. So now you can all act smart and go tell everybody. Go tell the kids, say, this is who's coming back. You don't even have to say you got it from me. You're welcome. And then, Cody and KO are going to bitch at each other. And then I'm going to tell you to subscribe again and go check out the audio podcast on iTunes and SoundCloud. And also, I have an album out once again. A lot of that preview music stuff to the show, that's all me. It's all me. So not some of it, all of it. So if you like that, go check that out. 2 p.m. tomorrow, we got the Sleaze, King Reezy, Danny Damage from the UK, phoning in from satellite. And we're all going to talk wrestling, pro wrestling, expert panel, 2 p.m. EST tomorrow on Saturday. If you want to be a part of it, get in the chat. And we'll be goofing on all kinds of stuff in all the promotions in all of the world. So hopefully we'll see you there. I need the watch time on YouTube. So get on YouTube. Give me that watch time. And we will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.
Titillate the juices. You know what? Woo! Right now. Woo! Woo!
Dr. Hughes invites followers. Oh, let's see if they increase now. Me too. Yeah, wow. Dr. Hughes.
Mock-ass mock.
He's a great podcaster.
Trick-ass mock.
Acknowledge me.
We coming for you, nigga. Fat!
Yeah, Dr. Hughes, here we go. Keep plugging yourself, that's cool.
You fucking mark!
First up, a man whose looks will serve your inner needs and desires.
Dr. Hughes.
This is where we shed our blood, sweat, and tears